My name is Rose Wickman. I'm speaking to you from Havelock, Ontario. The plant we're going to talk about today is a car parts plant called, it was called Pepra Inc. and now it's called Ventroplastics Flex and Gate. And I'm speaking to you on behalf of my brother, John Richard Forstow, who died of prostate cancer, and we believe it was caused in the plant. And he died at the age of 56. So my brother started in Pepra Inc. in 1989, and he was on roll form. It was a car parts plant, so we had roll form, we had injection molding, we had the rim process where he was a molder, we had shipping, and we had the paint department. We also worked with different chemicals, plus we also worked with isocyanates. In 2014, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he believed that it was caused from the plant because in the early years, it was atrocious how bad it was. We didn't have safety equipment. Work refusals were common. Workers were sent to the hospital on a daily menu, like they had nosebleeds, stomach aches, just, it was awful. Sore throats, sick, everybody was sick, but they could never find nothing. Work refusals were not very uncommon in our plant because we had two filing cabinets worth of work refusals. The ministry was there all the time, and as soon as there was a work refusal, the company would open all the windows in the plant, air out that, and before the ministry would get there, everything was cleared out. So of course it was good because it would always take at least a couple hours for them to get there. Yes, I would say that it has improved in the last 15 years because we were bought out. We went into bankruptcy 3 times, and in the final plant, Flex and Gate, they absolutely did attack a lot of the health and safety concerns and the spills and everything that was going on, the workers who were injured. They've cleaned it up a lot. There's still issues like there is in any plant, but the base, yes, it is definitely improved. I would say 100% of what we worked in the past. Oh no, the WSIB and the company, they're still fighting the claim. My brother's been dead for 5 years. Today it's 5 years he's dead, and he filed his claim in 2014, and we're still fighting along with all the other workers at Ventra that are fighting for their rights, and we just keep being put off by WSIB, and the company is fighting it every step of the way. There's many workers that have been affected and are fighting for their rights and trying to file for compensation, but it's just denied. Compensation ignores us. If we were out there and I went out there and I poisoned somebody, I'd be charged with murder. But these companies are allowed to do whatever they want, and compensation backs them up by giving all the company's money back, but they never look at the workers. They just deny. Well, unfortunately for him, when he first got his cancer, he was misdiagnosed. His doctor treated him as a sciatic nerve, and for 6 or 8 months he was treated for sciatic nerve where the cancer was there, and they never caught it. Once they did catch it, because of our benefits that were bargained through the union, he was one of the lucky ones, and we are fortunate in our plant because our benefits are good. So he was covered with his medical and stuff, everything. It was very good medical, but unfortunately for WSIB, nothing. They haven't accepted nothing, and I don't believe we're fighting every day, and it's still here. Deny. Like they make every claim go right up to WCAT, and then they decide if they're going to accept it, but they don't. Oh, I don't like the treatment we have got. I think it's terrible treatment. I think a worker goes through enough pain that they don't need to suffer with WSIB, but they just deny. They do everything they can. I know with my brother and also every other worker that I know in my plant, what they denied on was that he was obese and that he smoked. I know that that was not denial for every claim that was filed in our plant so far, and some of the people didn't even smoke. So it's sad that you've got to prove that a company hurt you when you give up your right to sue because of WSIB, and then they treat you like you're a doormat. They don't even look at what you've been through or what you're going through or your family's going through. They just deny it. And I know that's what they're instructed to do, is deny, because they hope that you're going to die, and then your claim will go away. The family won't continue because they're frustrated. Well, in his case, he has died in 5 years, but we're not giving up. We're fighting. We're going to do the best we can and try to get as many workers protected as we can. It was devastating. I mean, he just turned a month, 56 years old. He was the youngest one of 7. He had a family. He was happy. I mean, his whole world, he thought with everything he had that he would live because he didn't want to die. But unfortunately, there were other plans and he was meant to die. And he just fought right to the last minute. Like he did everything. He went on a trial basis to protect, to try to give him a longer life. It did. It certainly did. They gave him 6 months to live, and he lived 3 years and 2 months. But because of the medication that they had gave him to the trial, he suffered so much at the end. It was just horrible. And his family's devastated. He had married and had 3 stepchildren, and they were fantastic, and he loved them and they loved him, and grandchildren, and now there's just an empty spot. It's just an empty hole. I think the biggest change we need to make is that they should listen to the workers and protect them, and not the companies and protect the companies. The worker, we went to work thinking that, oh, you know what, this is a good job, it's a good life. Well, when your life is cut short and nobody pays the price, it's sad. So I would hope that the WSIB will change the rules. Like, they'll help people to appeal, they'll help people to actually, I hope they accept more cases, because this is a battle and we've had it for many years. We started our battle in Tebra in 2004, and here it's almost 20 years later and we're not getting anywhere. I would hope the WSIB takes a hard look at what they're doing and at the chemicals that have caused these people's deaths and cancers and heart or whatever, and they would protect them, and rather than protecting the government. I think the thing I would say most is protect yourself. Make sure that there's protective equipment there for you to wear, that you're not, it's just not oopsie daisy, that you're protected. Protect your children. Don't bring them into a plant where you know that there's a lot of deaths and cancer caused until they improve the system. WSIB, let's fight to change WSIB, that they protect the worker and not the companies, because it's horrific for the families that are left behind to deal with everything that's lost.